my name is River and happy Halloween! Today I'm going to be doing some traditional Halloween things. Ever since I moved to the UK from Canada, Halloween isn't quite as intense here. It's not as celebrated, there aren't decorations everywhere as much, and people just don't really seem to care that much about it. But my childhood heart still holds on. I have already done one of my jack-o'-lanterns, which I made into Jack Skellington! Unfortunately, he's already gone a bit moldy and squidgy and the fruit flies are coming for him and he doesn't smell very nice, so I'm gonna make him go live in the outside world. Thankfully, he doesn't have to last much longer, but I also have another pumpkin to do! I already have an idea for this one, but first we have to cut his head open and gut him. I'm gonna be carving this one into Oogie Boogie to match my Jack Skellington. Please get help of an adult or someone when you are using sharp objects. I'm gonna be using a steak knife, as this is what I've had the best luck with. Very carefully I'm gonna make a circle all the way around his little stem bit. Ooh! Alright, now it's time for the gutting process. Also gonna try and keep some of the seeds to the side, I think, because I like to cook them. Some olive oil, some salt, some pepper, and they taste really good. I feel like from my childhood, everyone's carved a pumpkin before. But who hasn't? Who's never carved a pumpkin? Who's never really fully got in there and gutted one before? Because it's definitely an experience, and I know a lot of people will probably think it's really gross. It's super slimy and kind of cold and wet and just not the most attractive thing. And you're probably wondering, River, why would you want to eat something out of that? But trust me, it good. Mmm, delicious. It's looking pretty cleaned out. We've got all of the guts and goo from inside taken out. Mmm, delicious. Look at my hands. Oh my god. I got my seed pile here as well. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ah. Did it fall back in? Right, I'm just gonna pop all of my seeds into the bowl. They're still very slimy and covered in gunk, but we will clean them before we eat them. I'll pop these to the side for later. I've grabbed a marker and I'm gonna pick exactly where I want my design. I think it's gonna be this side, because this side looks really good. And I'm gonna use reference to draw on the design. I think I need my phone for the reference, so I will be back. I've now drawn a rough outline of what I want to do, which is Oogie Boogie silhouette over the moon. I used a bowl and placed it over top and just traced that to get the pretty much perfect circle. And then I looked at the reference and freehand drew Oogie Boogie. So now we can start to carve him. Please be very careful when you do this. I'm going to be using my steak knife again, as I like that it has the really tiny point and it's quite sharp and I can get in there and get some detail. Also probably the most advanced design I've ever done. So I'm going to go slow and steady and just do my best. He's got peepers! His mouth has so many wiggly lines. I'm just trying to very carefully curve the knife around. Oh my god. For the easy / hard part, I started doing the circle around, which is pretty easy. We're just going around in circles. The part I'm scared of is getting in here because there's not a lot of support. Ooh, I almost did the whole thing without snapping the inner bit, but I did accidentally snap near his mouth. It was a really thin bit. But I think it'll be okay. You can't really tell in the dark. So I'm gonna wipe off the marker if it'll come off. I know I use permanent marker like a dum-dum. But yeah. Moment of truth. Yay, it works! It looks so good. That's a really good effect. And my carbonate's alright, so you can kind of tell what it is if you know who Oogie Boogie is, I guess. I've just popped a little tea light inside. Ooh, look at that goo. Ooh. And of course, what would Halloween be without candy apples? When I first came to the UK, finding candied apples was kind of hard. They usually call them toffee apples, and more often than not, I'll find the apples that are dipped in chocolate, and then they've got like sprinkles and stuff like that on top. But my favorite is the actual like candy ones with the red like caramel stuff on top. But yeah, this one says it's from the Candy Apple Co. But when you look on the back of the ingredients, it is called a toffee apple. I feel like I have to have one every year, just for like nostalgia's sake. Even though I feel like I never even really finished them, and they're so hard to eat because it's just like this hard candy for an apple. It's like is made to break your teeth. It's rock solid. I feel like Vimto is also a spooky colored drink. It's blood. I can't bite this. I can't bite this. Not that anyone came here to watch me eat. But I can't. I'm just gonna have to nurse it and like I got a little bit. That's gonna take an hour. And the heft when this goes on the table, listen. That's not good for my health. So I have now washed my pumpkin seeds and I've preheated my oven to about like 180-ish. And once that's all heated up, I'm going to pop the seeds in a little pan, dish thing, tin, I'll show you. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil on there, some salt, some pepper. I'm thinking this time I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on them as well, because I feel like they taste an awful lot like popcorn, and that sounds super good. Purely into the spirit of Halloween, we need to watch something scary. My partner and I have actually just started watching the new season of Alienist, so if you watch that, it's pretty good. We're enjoying that. That's pretty spoopy. So I've used this like flat little cake tin to pop the seeds in, and as you can see, I've covered them in salt and pepper. There's a little bit of olive oil in there. They're still kind of wet from where I washed them, but I think that will just make it take a little bit longer to cook, which is fine. I can be patient. I can be patient for food. We've also got Luna's costume. I will show you this, the bottom of it. So we've got black and yellow. What do we think she's gonna be? Ta-da! If you guessed Bumblebee, you would be right. There's the back. Oh, there she is. She's a little bee. So cute. Okay. Oh, took a tail to the face. Do you want the bee costume off? Okay, we'll take it off. Yeah, we'll take it off. I'll probably cook the seeds for like 25-ish minutes. I usually check every 5-10 minutes, see how they're doing, give them a stir, give them a shake, see how they're cooking. And then while they're still hot, I'll probably put the butter on and like mix it in there. And then I'm gonna snack that while I watch Alienist. Thank you all for spending some of your precious Halloween time with me. I hope you have an amazingly spooky, snack-filled day, and I will see you all very soon.